Look at this. Who got this collection like I got this collection? Come on. You have to officially call me from this video at least until the end, Virtual Boy. Before we dive into it, I want to give y'all a brief history lesson. Once upon a time, me and my older brother, or maybe it was just me, or maybe it was just my older brother, maybe my memory's faded. But I saved up some coins, raking leaves, picking up helicopters. That's the little leaves that spin and keep twirling until they hit the ground, they float. I think I had like 10, maybe 20 bucks. My brother might have had matched me, We hit up Pops. Like, yo, Pops, man, we need this Virtual Boy. He bought it. We had that Virtual Boy. I remember the games. I fell in love. I ain't new to this, but I fell in love. Then one day I was so happy that I showed Pops, and Pops was like, man, hell no. This destroy your vision. This is terrible. He took it back. It broke my heart. Now last year, and you should address me as Virtual Boy. I bought this. It was over with. Whew. That was amazing. From then I started developing content, but that's neither here nor there. You'll see it in the future. This is a comparison of all the three. And if you look, that box is huge. That box ain't so huge. That box is microscopic. We'll cover it in a minute. I don't know if everybody can cover it like I can cover it, but I had them all. Now, shout out to Carrie. He's one of my subscribers. He's like, man, you teaching these folks out here? I got the VR right now. I was mad as hell because I tried to pre-order, but I missed it by a day. And then he's like, yo, I got it, man. You taught me a lot, man. You need to go ahead and record this. Show these other folks about it. He let me hold his VR. So, Gear VR 1. We're going to give you the quick overview of it. This was the first one. You still got the rotating focus wheel. You got the back button. If you look at the swipe pad right here, it was simple. You got the volume rocker right there, up and down. When you take this off right here, there it is. That's everything that's in it. I personally fell in love with this because if you wear it without this on and without the phone in it, you look like Bubbles from the Trailer Park Boys. Anyway, you got your proximity sensor, all that good stuff inside. It was dope. I loved it. I couldn't complain. It blew my Virtual Boy out the water. Now, for the folks who are wondering why is this box so big, because it came with the VR and it came with this. Now, if you are really a Samsung enthusiast and you got a Samsung level headset, the on or the over, you got something like this. This thing is solid, man. You open it up and they gave you like your little cloth and everything. They gave you your micro SD. You got a slot to pretty much just sit it in. I would sit it like that. If you're somebody who just got the phone just for the VR purposes, you can just sit the phone right in this area, close it up, you're good to go. You got the pouch back here to put your charger, whatever you got. You close it up. That's your VR. Very, very simple. I thought that was just so great. I fell in love with everything about it. Now, it did have downsides. I'm going to cover the downsides of everything, and I'm going to talk about every last one of them, and then we're going to unbox this bad boy right here. So, this one only worked with the Note 4. That's one of the downsides. It would die on you because you couldn't charge it while you were using it. You had to pretty much have a full battery. I had my portable battery kit and I would switch them out, just use different batteries. So I was good. I really didn't care. But other issue that it had was some people would say it would overheat, and I also did notice it getting warm. Well, I didn't feel it getting warm, but the phone would tell me every time that I'm using it after like maybe 20-30 minutes, it'd be like, hey, your VR needs to cool off, take it out. I never listened to it. I always just continue watching. So I ain't had no problems with it. I also did have one buddy of mine who every time he put it on, he fogged it up. After like 5 minutes, it was foggy as hell. He couldn't see. He had to take it off and use one of the cloths to wipe it off. I was like, damn, bro, what's wrong with your fucking, what's wrong with you? Why you fogging up VR? Anyway, this had no fan for the fog, for the overheating, and it also had no charger, so you couldn't charge it while you were using it. The fourth downside is the fact that it only worked with the Note 4, not even the Edge variant. But I love it. Look at this. I got a nice ass case with that motherfucker. Next one. This right here is the Gear VR 2. This one actually improved on one of those down points. The fact that it only worked with the Note 4. This one worked with the S6 and the S6 Edge. I had it halfway somewhere working with the S6 Active, and then it just stopped working. So another thing they improved on is if you look right here, they added a charger port so you could charge it while you were using it. So you didn't have to worry about the extra battery kit, because keep in mind, the newer phones, they don't have removable batteries. So you could actually charge it while you were using it, which I loved. I was like, hey, y'all got it right. Beautiful. They added a fan into it so that prevented the overheating, one, and it also prevented the fogging, two. So those are three issues that it fixed so far. I loved it. They also made it a little bit lighter, and they added like this little, I guess you can see it from right here. If you can't see it, you can hear it. It's a raised little line that lets you feel when you're swiping left to right or up and down. You can feel it. I really didn't feel like I needed that, but I respect them for putting it there because pretty much everybody who I let use this, they ain't know what the hell they was doing. They ain't get it. And being with the S6, you have a smaller screen, so you have a higher PPI. So the image was a little bit more crisp. But the real difference from here, that processor that you find in that S6 in these newer phones, whoo, the experience was butter smooth. You know what I'm saying? Like cutting with the knife, butter smooth. Like hot butter cut with the sharpest knife in the whoo, smooth. That's how smooth it was. Loved it. Now, I said the good things about it, the downside about it. I can't motherfucking stand this right here. Why? 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 I know why. Because they wanted to promote their phones. So this is not a cover. It's a placeholder so you don't get dust all up in here and stuff. You don't want to get dust in your bubbles from Trailer Park Boy. But anyway, I hated this because every time that you would use this, it's like you're promoting their phones for them. You're like a commercial for a Galaxy phone. You know what I'm saying? The other one, when I wore it, I didn't feel like I was promoting anything Samsung or Galaxy. It's kind of weird for me to say that you're not promoting Samsung when it's right here, but you're not seeing a phone right there. Just imagine a Galaxy S whatever logo right there. You know what I'm saying? Or the Samsung. I don't want to see that, man. This was dope to me because I got this cool little machine where I would dip it in the little chamber and I would customize it. I had so many different custom faces I had for this. I had the Iron Man. I had all of this other stuff for this. This, all I had was the phone showing. Get the... Man, anyway, alright, so I could not stand that, but it's cool. It's Innovator Edition. I didn't mind. So, lighter, better screen resolution, less pixels, all that good stuff. You got the fan in it, so no fogging, no overheating. At least I haven't experienced any. And you also got the charging port at the bottom. Couldn't stand this. This was stupid. Now, as far as presentation, the first one, the real early adopters, got this dope little box to say Gear VR, which I will be using on my new VR. The second ones, there was no box, but there was this. They were nice to us. They gave us this little bag, got the little drawstring on it, so once you're done with it, you can just put it right into the bag. Pretty simple. It wasn't this, but it was cool. Now, it's time, because this video is also an unboxing as well. Bang! We about to unbox the Gear VR. And we gonna cover it because I already know. I done did this already. But wow. Since I'm in my kitchen, I'm gonna use this bad boy right here. Probably ain't gonna cut, but I'll make it work. So let's look at the presentation. Cause this is a brand new one. I already knew this was gonna look like this, but now we get to see it together as a real unboxing. What's different? I will tell you, and this is why I'm actually happy. Some of you might be hating right now, but I ain't hating because I'm happy. Check this out. For the people who jumped on board last time, you got this dope little bag to carry your Gear VR. Get that out the way. For the OGs, for the real virtual boys and virtual girls out there, if you jumped on as soon as it came out, you got that bad boy. What? Silent. I put this in my suitcase so quick, man, ain't nothing gonna get in. Woo! For the new folks who just jumped on board and paid that $99 like they was coming up in the world, which you did come up in the world if you got this. We gonna cover what you did get. You got a booklet. What it say? Getting started guide. Get that out of here. You got your head strap. 2 of them. These are for the side, left and right. Cool. Congratulations. This one is for the top. Guess what? I supported the innovators. I will not be using this. And for the last, this is your Gear VR. We got the plastic wrap all around it. And for anybody who ever held the Gear VR, the 1 or the 2, man, this thing is so much lighter. That is so much lighter. Look at that. What they did here, you may not care about that. I really don't care about that, but I will appreciate it because look, side by side with the original, what you see, a gang of fingerprints. What you see here, in the words of TIP, there will be none of that around here, no fingerprints. Let's go ahead and take this off. The bubbles from Trailer Park Boys ain't that serious. Also, you notice when you first look in, when you look right here, AB. Folks is like, what's AB? B is for the smaller phones. A is for the larger phone. For instance, your Note 5 and your S6 Edge Plus, all you gotta do is just slide it forward if you want the smaller phone. Simple. That's pretty much a lever to put the phone in. That's what you put the charging port in. You still do have your charging port. They did change the pad. I think that this is a good final project because some people just can't get right. So 4, up, down, left, right. Volume up and down, it still exists just like before. Your back button still exists just like before. I am not new to this. So guess what me as an early adopter is about to do? I repeat, I will not be using this. Get out of here, man. I'm gonna use the one from this one because the second Gear VR had a curvature in the actual, the head strap. And it went over the ears very beautifully. Whereas the original was just straight across. It wasn't a problem, but that contours to the natural shape of the human anatomy, our ears. So we gonna use this. I'm not using the new. Hey, I got the Innovator Edition. Get mad. Get mad as I'm gonna get if this don't fit on there. You better fit. Oh! I'm cooler than you already. You ain't bought in, you ain't got this. This is how the whole G's do it. If you bought them all, this is how you get to do it. You get to use the head strap. And I'm gonna tell you why I like this head strap. Man, that look like the future. Check this out, because I analyze a lot of different things. If you look, Samsung is actually more proud of this design and this design than they are of this design. How could I say something like that when this is the newest design? Where's the head strap? That's why. There's no head strap. They don't advertise that. They just shows the front part. Attention to detail. That head strap is there. In your face. That head strap is there. This they was like, nah, we ain't gonna put it because we know it look like this. Nothing special. Man, look at this. This is what a complete Gear VR is supposed to look like. The no fingerprint front panel, the curved head strap that goes over your ears, and also the dope ass Samsung front lobe head strap, man. I just customized this bad boy. This is the Gear VR 3, and this is how I will be toting it. Y'all can't do it like this, man. Y'all ain't dropped that change when it first came out. And for the folks who did, there you go, man. This how you do it. You put it in there, just like that, close them. Done deal. Got the carrier case if I just want to carry it. Hey, sometimes it pays to be an early adopter, and watch this. Samsung held it down for us folk, man. I got the perfect Gear VR. Yeah, man. Virtual reality is officially here. There were a lot of things that needed to be done. One of those things is internet browser. We have that now. We have the internet browser in virtual reality. I try my best to show it in the video. We also have Netflix and Hulu Plus. Also, one of the biggest things about this, and the reason why I bought all of them, is because one thing that's coming soon is the fact where you can link both of these and you'll be in the same movie. You may not see each other, but you won't. I know you won't, but you will be in the same theater watching at the same time. That's dope. So you can get rid of that TV, and this is that. And what's funny about this is they say that the picture quality is better on here. I don't understand how, but if you look at the bubbles effect from that. Bubbles effect is serious on that. Bubbles effect ain't that serious on this one. So I feel like it's possible that they could have changed the mechanics, because even then, they're closer. The two eyes, if I put them in the middle, are closer. So it's using a smaller dynamic because it's designed for the smaller phones, which makes sense. So I understand it, but I have to see it for myself. You see what I'm talking about? All in all, Virtual Boy is in the building. I will be uploading so much VR content, as well as my own. Once everything gets finalized and contracts get signed, you'll see my content. Whoa, boy, I got some VR content for that ass. But yeah. There it is, man. Your 3 VRs, all generations. I covered them all. If you have any questions, man, I mean, just ask the questions. Look at it, look at this. The box was so much bigger. Let's do a comparison of the box from the first VR. See the height difference right there? There's the width difference. But you got to keep in mind, this one came with that sexy box. Then you go down to this one. Man, look at the size difference. Look at that. The only real way to see it is to see from where we started and to where we end up. That is so much shorter and smaller in the width department. Yeah, man, so there it is, the unboxing and full comparison of the 3 VRs. Alright, so I'm gonna hit edit it, right? And then like I'm looping so I can put this effect and just listen to the bars, man. Listen to the bars. Since I'm in my kitchen, I'm gonna use this. Since I'm in my kitchen, I'm gonna use this. Since I'm in my kitchen, I'm gonna use this. Since I'm in my kitchen, I'm gonna use this. Since I'm in my kitchen, I'm gonna use this. Since I'm in my kitchen. Bro, #1 single, man. Y'all playing this shit gonna be on the end of the video. Since I'm in my kitchen, I'ma use this. 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 kitchen, I'ma use this. Since I'm in my 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 kitchen, I'ma use